think you know everything about French Bulldogs. Think again. These little charmers are hiding some big secrets, and trust me, they're worth discovering. Today, we're diving deep into the world of French Bulldogs, uncovering the facts that will make you go, "Wait, what?" From their unexpected origin story to their quirky personalities and hilarious habits, there's so much more to Frenchies than meets the eye. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more fun and surprising facts about your favorite pets. 1. Origin story. Alright, let's kick things off with a surprising twist. French Bulldogs aren't even from France. I know, it's a shocker. These adorable pups actually have their roots in England. Originally, French Bulldogs were bred as lap warmers for lace workers in Nottingham, England. Back in the day, lace workers would use them to keep warm while they worked long hours. I mean, who wouldn't want a cute little bulldog curled up on their lap? But here's the twist. These lovable little dogs didn't stay in England for long. In the 19th century, they made their way to France, where they quickly became a favorite among the Parisian elite. French breeders started refining the breed, and that's how the French Bulldog we know today was born. So next time someone tells you that French Bulldogs are so French, you can remind them they've got a little British blood in them too. 2. Unique physical traits. First up, their ears. If you've ever seen a Frenchie, you know those bat-like ears are their trademark. But guess what? They weren't always supposed to look like this. Back in the day, breeders actually preferred what's called rose ears, those smaller, floppy ears. But over time, the bat ear look won out, and now it's what makes them so instantly recognizable. Who knew a change in ear style could turn you into a global sensation? Next, size. Don't let their compact frames fool you. French Bulldogs might be small, but they pack a huge personality. They're like the little dog with the big attitude. Think of them as the comedians of the dog world. Small in size, but with a confidence that could fill an entire stadium. If you've ever seen a Frenchie strut around, you'll know exactly what I mean. They're basically the rock stars of the dog park. And now, let's talk about their snoring and snorting. You might have heard a Frenchie sound like a little piglet when they're sleeping, and that's not an exaggeration. Frenchies have these adorable little snouts, which means they're prone to snoring, snorting, and even some very funny sounds when they're catching some G. So, you're going to want to get used to that adorable symphony of snores coming from their little noses. Cue snoring sound effects. But hey, it's not all just snorting and snoring. It's all part of what makes Frenchies the little snuggle bugs they are. And trust me, their unique physical traits are just the beginning of what makes them so lovable. Speaking of lovable quirks, did you know that French Bulldogs aren't just physically unique? Their personalities? Oh boy, get ready to laugh, because these little clowns will do anything for a good time. 3. Personality and temperament. If you thought French Bulldogs were just cute little lapdogs, think again. These guys are born entertainers. Seriously, they could have a stand-up comedy special if they wanted to. They love being the center of attention, and they'll do whatever it takes to get a laugh. Whether it's giving you those puppy eyes, pulling off their signature snorts, or showing off their little tricks, Frenchies are always ready for the spotlight. But hold on, it doesn't stop there. French Bulldogs are also Velcro dogs. Ever wonder why your Frenchie seems to follow you around everywhere? Yes, everywhere. To the kitchen, to the bathroom, even when you're just going to grab the mail. It's like they have a sixth sense for when you're about to move, and they must be involved. Seriously, they could be taking a nap, but if you stand up, suddenly you have a little shadow tagging along. You'll never go to the bathroom alone again. And let's not forget their funny little quirk, the infamous zoomies. Oh yes, many French Bulldogs go through a phase where they literally race around the house for no reason, sprinting like little race cars with no brakes. No one knows why they do it, but it's like they get an unexpected burst of energy and just have to zoom around. It's one of those moments that will leave you laughing every time. French Bulldogs aren't just dogs. They're little comedic geniuses attached to your hip and always ready for a good time. They'll keep you laughing and entertained for hours, and let's be honest, who can resist that charm? 4. Health and breathing issues. Let's get serious for a moment and talk about some health concerns you need to know as a French Bulldog owner. First, these little guys are brachycephalic, which means they have those adorable flat faces. But unfortunately, this also affects their breathing. Their short snouts can make it harder to breathe, so they're more prone to respiratory issues, especially in hot weather. Speaking of hot weather, swimming isn't exactly their thing. It's not because they're lazy, it's because of their body shape. With their short legs and flat faces, swimming can be a real challenge for them. So, if you're hitting the beach, keep them on dry land. French Bulldogs can overheat much faster than other breeds, so during hot days, make sure they stay cool with plenty of water, shade, and a nice, cool spot to rest. Being aware of these health factors is key to keeping your Frenchie happy and safe. 5. Frenchies are surprisingly high maintenance. Despite their small size, French Bulldogs can be surprisingly high maintenance. First off, they are attention seekers, and not just a little bit. If you leave them alone for too long, don't be surprised if they start voicing their displeasure. You'll definitely hear about it. Then, there's the whole grooming thing. Many people think because Frenchies have short hair, they don't need grooming, but that's a misconception. Their wrinkles and skin folds require extra care to keep clean and dry. So don't skip out on those regular cleaning sessions. Frenchies can be total food divas. They're known for having sensitive stomachs, so you might find yourself adjusting their diet to avoid any tummy troubles. They're not easy to please when it comes to food. 6. The cost of owning a French Bulldog. Let's talk about the cost of owning a French Bulldog. These little cuties don't come cheap. They're actually one of the most expensive dog breeds out there. The initial price tag can be pretty hefty, especially if you're getting a Frenchie from a reputable breeder. But it doesn't stop there. Ongoing vet bills are something you'll need to consider. Due to their breathing issues and other potential health problems, you could be facing higher medical costs over time. Allergies and surgeries aren't uncommon either. Pro tip: to help manage these costs, consider getting pet insurance. It can save you a lot of stress and money down the line when unexpected vet visits pop up. 7. Famous French Bulldog owners. French Bulldogs are total celebrities in their own right. Hollywood loves them, with stars like Leonardo DiCaprio and Lady Gaga all proudly showing off their Frenchie companions. These pups are basically living the high life. And it's not just movie stars. Frenchies are also social media sensations. If you scroll through TikTok or Instagram, you'll find countless viral French Bulldogs getting all the love and likes. Whether they're pulling off adorable tricks or just being their cute, snotty selves, these dogs know how to steal the spotlight. 8. Weird and hilarious habits. First, their sitting style. You'll often catch them sitting upright like little humans. It's like they think they're too cool for a regular dog pose. It's a quirky yet adorable habit that will have you laughing every time. Next, the stubborn streak. French Bulldogs have a mind of their own, and good luck trying to change it. If they don't want to do something, they'll make it clear. They're just as smart for their own good, and they'll definitely keep you on your toes. And finally, the zoomies and frogging. You've probably seen them take off in a wild sprint with no warning. But when they slow down, they often end up in a position known as splooting, basically lying flat with their legs stretched out behind them, looking like a little frog. It's one of those hilarious quirks that will make you smile every time. 9. Final fun fact. Frenchies are notorious charmers. To wrap it up, French Bulldogs are the perfect mix of small, stubborn, snoring, and snuggly little clowns. And honestly, that's what makes them so lovable. They might have their quirks, but we wouldn't want them any other way. These little charmers know exactly how to steal your heart, one snort at a time. Which Frenchie fact surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And if you're thinking about adding a French Bulldog to your life, get ready for a journey full of love, laughter, and plenty of snorts.